We're going to be working on another LeetCode problem today. The name of the problem is minimum number of operations to make array continuous. So here we are given with an integer array nums. In one operation, we can replace any element in nums with any integer. So we are free to make any integer of the array into any integer. Now nums is considered continuous if both the following conditions are fulfilled. All the elements in nums are unique, and the difference between maximum element and minimum element is nums. In nums is equal to nums.length minus 1. In very simple words, if we sort the array, this array is going to be continuous. If the first element is, let's say, 2, then the other elements which are guaranteed to be present there are going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say the length of the array is 4 in that case. So for example, in this particular condition, this array is continuous because 2, 3, 4, 5, while the length of the array is 4, all of them are present. But this array is not continuous. Why? We can see that the smallest element is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 is not present there. That means this array is not continuous. So we need to return the minimum number of operations to make nums array continuous. In this case, this number is going to be 0 because the array is already continuous. In this case, now what are the options that we have? We can possibly convert 5 and 6 into 4 and 5. Now 5 is already there. That means if 6 can be converted into 4, this will make our array continuous. So probably 1 is going to be the answer in this situation. Now there are multiple ways of making an array continuous. We need to find the shortest way in a way, right? So in other words, what we are trying to do is use as many elements as possible from the given array to make it into a continuous array of the same size as it is. So for example, in this case, this is an array of size 8. So we need to use as many elements as possible from this array to make it a continuous array. Now we can see that this is definitely not a continuous array because 1 is the minimum element, and you can see that 103 is the maximum element. Now if we start at 1, so 1 is present, 2 is present, 3 is present, but then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are not present. On the other side, if we assume that 103 is going to be the maximum element, then 102 is not present, then 101 is present, 99 is present, 98 is present, so 97 and 96 are not present. So obviously this is not a continuous array. Now if we think about it, what could be the best case and worst case of any array, any given array? Best case could be that the array is already continuous. We saw an example in the previous screen, right? So that array was already continuous, which means we'll be able to use all the elements which are present in the array. And what is the worst case situation? The worst case could be that all the elements are too sparse from each other. They are too far away from each other. And in that situation, we'll at least be able to use one element. We could assume that the array starts at the minimum element and rest of the element are not present. Even in that case, we'll at least be able to use one element. So we'll think about these two cases while working on the solution. So let's work on this particular example further up. So just for our understanding, I have sorted this array. And what I've done is, if you remember, in the worst case scenario, what we said was we should at least be able to use one array element. So what I've done here is that I have started every possible candidate from each element of this array. So for example, what you see here is I've tried to consider 1 as the minimum element and then made the array that would have been continuous. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a continuous array. But if you see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these elements are not present here. So for making this array a continuous array, in this particular case, we were only able to make use of 3 elements from this. So from the rephrased question, what I said was, we want to use as many elements as possible from this array. So we want to increase the number of elements that we are reusing. So here the number is 3. Here the number is 2 that we have decreased. Here the number is only 1. In this case, the number is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we were able to use 4 elements. In this case, we were able to use 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements once again, right? In this case, the number is 4. In this case, the number is 2. So we are back to basics. So if we see all possible combinations where we are starting the possible candidate continuous array from each element of this array, we see that 4 is actually the maximum number that we can reuse from the from all the elements of this array. So the opposite is actually the question: how many elements do we change to make this array into a continuous array? So that is also in these two cases. These two cases minimize the number of elements that we have to change, and they maximize the number of elements that we are going to reuse from this array. So in this case, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 elements that we have to change in order to make this array into a continuous array. Now we'll also notice in this situation, whenever we see a duplicate element in an array, we are sure that that duplicate element is not going to, both of those duplicate elements are not going to appear in the continuous version, because 98 and 98 is obviously not continuous, right? So at least one of them will have to be replaced by another number. So what I'm getting at is, a possible way of finding the solution here would be first to sort the array, and after sorting it, we can get rid of all the duplicates. So whatever the number of duplicate element that is present there, that is definitely not going to be a part of our solution, which means the number of duplicate elements will definitely be replaced by some other element to make the array a continuous array. The second thing that we can do is, we can consider every element of the array as the minimum element, and then consider a sliding window of the maximum size that is possible. So we'll try to use as many elements as possible from this array, which will fall into the range of the starting element plus the size of the array that we are required to find, right? So in this case, for example, the total size is 8. So this is the size of the array, and we start searching from 1. So we first sort the array. So this is already the sorted array. We get rid of all the duplicate elements. So we get rid of 98 here. Now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 101, 103. So we start our sliding window from this element itself, and we go further up as long as we find an element that is in the range of 8. So in this case, 3 is in the range of 8, but 98 is not. So what we see is that 1, 2, 3 do make up for an array that is going to be continuous, but rest of the elements are going to be replaced by some other element in order to make it continuous. We do it with every element one after another. So first we try with 1, then we try with 2, then we try it with 3, and we keep increasing our sliding window size. So in this case, our sliding window is going to be 2 only, and then obviously comes 98. So 98 will have to be replaced by something. So in the solution, we actually don't need to think about what these 5 or these 6 elements are going to be. We just need to worry about the size of our sliding window. In this case, it is 3. In this case, it is 2. In this case, it is going to be 1. Then we come at 98. So at 98, then we go and find the next element which is in our range. So 100 is going to be in our range. So if we start at 98, then we have to add 7 to the number, right? So what are the possible candidates which are going to be there? 98 plus 7, that is 105. So we have to search, once we start at 98, we have to go into our sliding window as far as possible until the number is less than 105. So less than or equal to 105. So in this case, these four numbers are less than 105. So the size of our sliding window is going to be 4, right? So as we see, we would want to maximize the size of this sliding window, and at the end of the answer, we'll simply subtract this number from the total length of the original array. So the total length of the original array was 8. So we subtract 4 from it, and 4 is going to be our final answer. I'll quickly run you through the algorithm once, and then we'll start to coding. So first of all, we make a note of the original array length. Then we get rid of all the duplicate elements, because we know for sure that duplicate elements would not contribute to the final array. That would be the continuous array. Then we sort the array. After sorting it, we loop through every element as if it is the minimum element of our possible candidate continuous array. And along with that, we take a sliding window approach. So we loop through every element, and we take a note of the end pointer as well. So increase the sliding window to cover elements which are in the range of current element's value plus length minus 1. So according to the definition of a continuous array, every continuous array would include a minimum value, and the maximum value would be current plus length minus 1. So we increase this as long as we do not reach this place, and one more after that. And then finally, we maximize this size of sliding window, and we take a note of it, and whatever the final maximum value of sizing the sliding window that we find, we decrease it from the length. So length minus maximum size of the sliding window, and that is going to be our answer. So with this information in hand, let's start coding. So first of all, we make a note of the length of the original array. So that is nums.length. Now we sort the array, and before sorting, we take out all the duplicates. So nums will be, I'll create a set out of this array, and then I'll convert that set back into an array. So all the duplicates elements will be gone, and all the unique elements will be left there. So that is going to be new set, and inside of it I'll take nums. That should give us a unique list of elements, and then we sort them. For sorting, I'll take sort function, and then we'll go into our sliding window approach. So for the sliding window, let's initialize end at 0 in the beginning. So in our sliding window, we're going to start at start is equal to 0, and that goes all the way to the end. So start less than nums.length, and then start plus plus. So in this sliding window, the start actually considers every element as the very first element of the continuous array that we are going to make, and anything which is outside this sliding window, that is what is invalid. So all the elements which are outside this sliding window zone, their count is going to be our answer. So we'll try to minimize the element which are outside the sliding window and maximize the size of our sliding window. So because we are talking about maximums here, let's also take a max, and that would be initialized at minus infinity in the beginning. So max would give us the maximum size of sliding window. Now let's take a while loop inside and consider this end pointer. So we take the end pointer as far as possible until it reaches a point where the value of the nums end is num start plus length, and so it is less than num start plus length, and we should also make sure that end is less than the length of our nums array. So, and while this is happening, let's just take end to +1, and at the end of the while loop, let's update our max value, and let's update the candidate count. So candidate count would be end minus start. So this is the length of our sliding window, the current sliding window, and let's make sure that it is maximum. If it is maximum, then we note it in the max variable, and at the end of the solution, we just have to return length minus max. So I guess that should give us the response back, and let me run it. There is some error. Oh, math.max. I forgot max here. Seems to be working fine for this example. Let me try other example cases. Yep, let me submit it now. Works well. So that was it. Thanks a lot for watching, and please like and subscribe if you find this video useful.